the health benefits of cycling, especially in lowering sickness absences. A study associates acetaminophen use during pregnancy may increase children's risk of autism, ADHD, and intellectual disability. Research supports the health benefits of cycling, especially in lowering sickness absences. A study associates birth control rings and patches with an elevated risk of clots and strokes.
German regulator accuses Apple of misusing power regarding its app tracking tool. OpenAI removes its diversity commitment webpage from its website. The upcoming Harry Potter HBO series is considering John Lithgow for the role of Dumbledore.
OpenAI delays its O3 AI model to focus on a unified next-generation release, with Sam Altman outlining the strategy for OpenAI's GPT-5. ChatGPT's energy use is disclosed. Just 0.3 watts per response, much less than previously speculated. Elon Musk announces he will retract his bid to buy OpenAI if the board halts the shift to a for-profit business.
Trump suggests Russia's reinstatement in the G7. According to reports, Trump is interested in discussions with Russia and China regarding reductions in military expenditure. Reports indicate that the U.S. is transferring nonviolent, low-risk migrants to Guantanamo, contrary to its commitment to detain the worst individuals there.
The official Doge website has been updated, with a promise of savings updates by Valentine's Day. 14 states have filed a lawsuit against Doge, criticizing Elon Musk's unprecedented power as unconstitutional. It has been noted that anyone can push updates to the Doge.gov website, as cutbacks lead to hackers interacting with Musk's Doge site. In the U.S., HHS, the Department of Health and Human Services, has allocated over $22 billion in grants for migrants, which includes funds for cars, home loans, and startups. The U.S. State Department has removed Tesla from a $400 million armored electric vehicle plan due to concerns about conflicts. Trump declares tariffs on the EU in response to VAT, while signing a plan for reciprocal tariffs on U.S. trading partners, leading to economic uncertainty. Trump indicates that Modi will initiate trade discussions following the U.S.'s tariff announcement. Taiwan commits to enhancing communication and investment in the U.S. after Trump's tariff threats. Porsche is reducing approximately 2,000 positions in Germany as the challenges with its EV intensify. U.S. Coast Guard shares a recording that seems to capture the sound of the Titanic submersible's implosion. In 2024, all 32 swimmers who underwent the most drug tests worldwide were Chinese, according to the data. Trump Jr. supports Enhanced Games, a new event that could challenge the Olympics by permitting certain steroids in sports. European Parliament advises legislators to exclusively use encrypted messages following cyber attacks by China. In the United States, the Salt typhoon breach affects telecom providers Cisco devices. Microsoft reveals that a sandworm subgroup has executed global cyber attacks across more than 15 countries.
Baidu, a Chinese company, plans to release its newest Ernie AI model as open source due to intensifying competition. Meanwhile, AI licensing agreements with Google and OpenAI contribute to 10% of Reddit's income. The UK has removed safety from its AI organization, now named the AI Security Institute, and has signed a memorandum of understanding with Anthropic. Additionally, publishers such as Condé Nast and McClatchy have accused the AI company Cohere of copyright infringements.
Chain analysis indicates that pig butchering scams have surged by nearly 40% in 2024 compared to the previous year, as the fraud sector adopts AI and enhances its sophistication. Core DDoS radar shows a 56% rise in DDoS attacks over the same period. According to Google's threat intelligence team, cybercrime poses a significant threat to national security, with U.S. adversaries increasingly seeking assistance from cybercriminals and their malware.
Malaysia collaborates with Google to introduce AI to 445,000 civil servants. In the U.S., following the Copilot trial, government employees found Microsoft's AI less beneficial than anticipated. YouTube integrates Google Veo AI video generation tools into Shorts.
Mexico's president targets U.S. gunmakers if cartels are classified as terrorist organizations. 3 weeks prior, a U.S. appeals court reinstates Mexico's $10 billion lawsuit against these gunmakers, Vance urges Europeans to cease excluding parties labeled as extreme, and VP Vance criticizes Europe's mass migration policies in Munich the day following a terror attack. In the U.S., California Tesla owners are reportedly receiving threats to sell their vehicles or face vandalism. Hedge fund startup that replaced analysts with AI outperforms the market. OpenAI is considering a grown-up mode to make ChatGPT less overly agreeable. Meta joins the AI humanoid competition by establishing a new robotics division to rival Tesla and Figure AI.
Princeton neuroscientists have unraveled the mechanism behind decision-making. Birds have independently evolved sophisticated brains compared to mammals. Men place a higher significance on romantic relationships than women do.
China plans to create gene editing tools and new crop varieties as part of its biotechnology initiative. A study suggests that consuming food from plastic takeout containers may elevate the risk of heart failure. Artificial intelligence has been employed to design a multi-step enzyme capable of digesting certain types of plastic. Ukraine declines Trump's initial demand for half of its mineral resources. Macron convenes an urgent European summit regarding Trump, with a Polish minister confirming, and Starmer is set to participate in Macron's European Crisis Summit, focused on Trump's Ukraine strategy. Meanwhile, a U.S. envoy states that Europe will not be involved in Ukraine's peace negotiations. After an assault on the opposition, Zelensky essentially initiates the election season. 2 weeks prior, Reuters reported that the U.S. desires Ukraine to conduct elections subsequent to a ceasefire, according to Trump's envoy. Parental divorce during childhood is linked to a 61% increased risk of stroke in older adults. In Argentina, Bullrich stated that permits for marijuana cultivation will be canceled. 5 years prior, Argentina permitted the home cultivation of medicinal marijuana. An unforeseen anomaly has been discovered in the Pacific Ocean, potentially serving as a global time marker.
Chiwetel Ejiofor and Renee Zellweger had a brief encounter before the filming of Bridget Jones concluded. Renee Zellweger, along with Hugh Grant and Emma Thompson to reprise role in Bridget Jones. Mad about the boy. Chiwetel Ejiofor and Leo Woodall are also confirmed to join the cast. The Trump administration plans to withdraw $20 billion in funding from climate projects. The Chiltern Firehouse, a popular celebrity venue, has been indefinitely closed following a significant fire that devastated the London hotel.
Trump officials reportedly dismissed nuclear staff without understanding their role in managing the nation's weapons stockpile, according to sources from 1 day ago. Comprehensive layoffs at the U.S. Energy Department affected offices responsible
$1 trillion in 2024 as network's growth outpaces rivals including PayPal. Optimism motivates people to save for future despite present challenges, study suggests.
Referring to solitary time as me time enhances positive emotions and alters perceptions positively, whereas calling it isolation does not. Wired notes the loneliness epidemic is a security crisis. 16 months prior, WHO identifies loneliness as a health risk. In the UK, a brain implant that potentially elevates mood using ultrasound is undergoing an NHS trial. Amazon faces allegations from Italy of avoiding €1.2 billion in VAT payments. The Wall Street Journal indicates that Broadcom and TSMC are contemplating potential Intel deals that could result in the division of the renowned chip manufacturer. The New York Times notes that with assistance from Trump, Intel might transfer control of its chip plants to TSMC. Additionally, TSMC is considering operating Intel's U.S. factories following a request from the Trump team. Igloo has issued a recall for over 1 million 90-quart rolling coolers due to risks of fingertip amputation and crushing.
The Guardian enters a licensing agreement with OpenAI, the creator of ChatGPT. A YouTube channel focused on true crime has been taken down due to the use of AI-generated narratives. Firecrawl, a Y Combinator startup, is advertising a position for an AI agent with an annual salary of $15,000.
Rubio labels Iran as the most significant source of instability in the region, emphasizing the need for action. In a joint statement, Rubio and Netanyahu confirmed their shared strategy for Gaza and focus on Iran, with Netanyahu stating that with U.S. backing, we can complete the task against Iran. Additionally, Rubio insists that Hamas must be completely destroyed, raising skepticism about the Gaza ceasefire agreement. A survey reveals a rise in anti-Semitism and safety concerns among U.S. Jews. Israel receives a delivery of heavy bombs approved by Trump. Reuters reports that 5 Iraqi banks will be prohibited from U.S. dollar transactions, while Iraq's central bank refutes claims of U.S. sanctions on these banks amid differing reports. X contests a German court ruling mandating the sharing of election data. 10 days prior, German non-profits succeeded in a lawsuit against X for public data access. Germany's Habeck criticizes tech oligarch Musk and advocates for a European version of X. Additionally, X is reportedly preventing links to Signal, a secure messaging platform utilized by federal employees.
Conclave was awarded the title of Best Film at the BAFTAs, while The Brutalist received additional recognition. Both films achieved a total of 4 awards each. Saudi Arabia has entered into a $1 billion agreement with Leonard Blavatnik's sports streaming company. William Byron secured his second consecutive victory at the Daytona 500, following laps taken by Trump. Chinese sex doll manufacturer anticipates increased sales in 2025 due to AI enhancing adult toys user experience. Chinese e-scooter companies Ninebot and Neo incorporate DeepSeek AI for more intelligent rides, while Tencent evaluates DeepSeek to incorporate China's leading AI technology into its Weixin super app. Goldman Sachs notes that China's progress could amplify AI's influence on the global GDP.
China might postpone Tesla's full self-driving approval, while new Model Y deliveries are set to begin. Tesla is preparing for a delay in obtaining its China license amid escalating trade tensions with the Trump administration. Sources indicate that Shine is under investor pressure to reduce its valuation to $30 billion. TikTok is gaining market share in the U.S. from Shine, despite potential risks. A video game designed to last just 1 minute has demonstrated an 80% accuracy rate in diagnosing autism. Research indicates that taking naps in the afternoon can enhance your problem-solving abilities. Theoretical physicists have discovered that quantum systems exhibit arrows of time